40, yeah.
It feels deceptively like spring out here.
Yeah, it is.
It is very warm for up here.
I know some people, they like this not sun.
So we have this shelving unit. We have this one behind me. So these are the ones we're going to put the lights on. Sorry. I'm in the kitchen today making pet food. So it's a pretty easy process. Our cat eats the head and the chest, and then we find the back end. Who doesn't love a half-eaten mouse? Hello.
Hello.
Today is the last day of January. What's the temperature?
40, let me see. 40, yeah.
It feels deceptively like spring out here.
Yeah, it is.
It is very warm for up here, and everything is melting and muddy. We're not going to have any snow left, I don't think, after this coming stretch. The snow keeps rolling off the roof. Hopefully it doesn't fall on Jose. That would be bad. So we want to get some projects done out here because it's pretty warm, and we have a couple of hours of this warm weather, and it's sunny and nice.
Yeah.
So we're going to get this garage cleaned out because we need to start working on the new member area and putting the walls in, but that means we need to get everything moved and pulled this way, and the garage is very messy.
Yeah.
So, not very interesting. Ooh, but what came in the mail today?
Oh, the growing light.
Yeah, the lights for the germination room. So we're gonna maybe later today put those together.
Yeah.
And then we're also gonna clean out the germination room. Maybe do that tonight, maybe tomorrow. I have to take one of our cats to the vet tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
So that I won't be able to work till later tomorrow, but maybe get that done either tonight or tomorrow. Because we're ready to start. I'm going to pick up some soil tomorrow. We're going to plant some, of course, some herbs. We want to get those started.
Yeah.
We need those for market sales early in the season. Then we want to get spinach going, kale going, some lettuce going. With these warm temperatures, we're banking a little bit on the fact that we can start using the greenhouse pretty soon without running the heater very often. Now, of course, that could change, but we're not going to do a whole bunch.
No.
Just enough for us to make our shakes and stuff with. Some greens would be nice. And maybe a few nice fresh salads.
Oh, yeah.
Who doesn't want a salad in February? Or, well, probably not till March. We can dream. All right, let's get to cleaning.
All right. So start with it. Look a little better.
Yeah, so I think we've got the main part of we're going to have to do more organizing, like in order to move these freezers, we're going to have to move everything out of the freezers and move them. So we're not going to do anything until we're completely ready to start building. But one of the things we need to do first is we need to put collar ties across here. So we need to pick up some 2x6s. And then we're going to do collar ties because there's really nothing keeping this, if there's heavy weight on the roof, keeping this from spreading out.
Yeah.
When they built it, they did not do a very good job of structural support there. So we're going to do some collar ties across here. And then the wall for storage is going to go here and then across the middle. We're for sure taking out the front window, but we may take out this side window as well because we want, pretty good temperature control back in here because our freezers will be in here, probably some refrigeration. And then this is where we will dry garlic and dry some potatoes. So we want to make sure that this area is nice and stays pretty temperature controlled. We have a problem, with the sun coming in here and hitting these freezers, which is probably not helpful during the summer.
Yeah.
All right, and then this area here is going to be the member area. The floor will be filled with concrete at some point, probably in the spring, although with these temperatures...
Spring's will be soon.
Yeah, it could be any time. So that's this project, cleaning the garage for today. So now I think, are you interested in trying to build some lights?
Yeah, we can try that.
Okay. So we're going to go in and look at these LED grow lights that we bought. They weren't very expensive. I think they were $300 for them. And we got, I think 18 of them for in the germination room. So I need to get the germination room cleaned, and we'll build those lights. I think that's a this afternoon project. So
Yeah, let's go do the unboxing.
yeah, unboxing some lights. We got these grow lights for in our germination room, which is right here off the kitchen. And I think we got enough to do 6 of the shelves, because we want to start growing some spinach and some lettuce and some kale, but it's going to have to stay in here. Usually once things sprout, when they're just itty bitty, we move them out to the greenhouse, but we don't want to have to heat the greenhouse still for several weeks. And if it stays this warm, you know, we don't need to be doing much heating at all in there. So we're going to just open these up and check them out. They had fairly good reviews online. I think the company is Barina.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know, I see it, but I didn't. Is that an N? Okay. All right, let's do it.
Dun, 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 dun.
Some people online said they're not very easy to put together, and other people said they're very simple. So hopefully Jose and I are smart enough to figure it out.
Well, we can make a review later.
This is true.
Say it.
What am I eating?
Oh, the beat of time.
The what?
The beat.
Oh, the bees. Have you looked at them?
Huh?
The bees?
Mm-hmm.
Did you look at them?
Yeah, están afuera. Están volando, flying.
Can you see them?
Uh-huh.
Oh, wow. That's a good sign.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe they made it through that super cold stretch.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, wow. Interesting.
All right, what we have here?
Okay, so here's your knife back. Okay, so these come where you can hook them up individually, or you can hook them up 6 at a time. And so we'll probably utilize at least 3 together at a time, 3 per shelf.
So how many?
So there should be 6 bulbs.
6, okay. That's like an LED, huh?
Yeah, LED.
I know some people they like this not sound.
I don't like that sound.
Some people they like.
Oh, that's weird.
Uh-huh.
Are you one of them?
No. Okay, too much.
Yeah, well, it's a little annoying.
Alright.
Okay. Okay, well, that is super easy.
So now we need the other light to support you.
No, you put it in wrong. This side goes in the thing. Okay, maybe not that easy.
Okay, that's like look, it's so easy, but okay.
Okay, so yeah, easy. Perfect.
Perfect. Okay, are you ready?
Uh-huh. Oh, whoa.
Oh.
Very bright. Wow. Okay.
Okay, yeah, better.
Yeah, this is going to work, I think, really good. I mean, I don't know how well it'll work on the plants, but we only need to keep the plants in there for a couple of weeks. So it's not like they need to fruit or anything under here. It's just to help get them to the point where they're big enough to go out into the greenhouse. So yeah, I'm now blind. Can't see anything. Yeah, that's going to work out perfect.
Yeah.
So, all right, let's finish putting these clips on. Yeah, maybe 3 would work, because if you put one closest to the edge there.
Yeah.
No, we want the plants to be getting enough light. This shelf over here, because it is in the windows, it gets pretty good light on just a couple of the shelves, so we can use that. We just turn the trays every day.
Mm-hmm.
But here, yeah. Yeah, I think maybe 3, 1, 2, and then 3. So move this one a little closer to the edge, and then one in the middle, and then one on this end. I think that'll work out good.
Yeah.
But I think we need to adjust the heights of these shelves to give us more space. Not quite this much,
No, that's too much.
but a little bit more than what we've got. Cool.
Perfect.
So we have this shelving unit. We have this one behind me. So these are the ones we're going to put the lights on. And we keep a heater in here. We keep it around 70 degrees to get good germination. And that works out pretty good.
Yeah. Pretty good here. Yeah.
What is it in here?
70 right now.
Wow. Without the heat in here during the day, it gets pretty warm. So it's 70 in here. But at night,
Yeah.
and when it's windy and cold outside, this room is very cold.
Yeah.
Very cold. Because it's not insulated very well. The nice thing is it's right off the kitchen, so I can easily water stuff. We're also going to start doing some fodder in here today.
Yeah.
So we need to bring in some barley seed. We're going to try it with barley first. Okay, well, I don't think we need to do anything with the lighting today. I think I'm just going to put them all together and then set them out here.
Get ready for
Yeah, get ready. And then we'll clean up this room a little bit because it needs to be cleaned.
Yeah, really nice.
So this was very simple. I mean, it took us, what, no more than 30 minutes to do all of them.
Yeah.
And we were, never done them before. The last one was super easy. So I think we're probably going to need 3 or 4 of these per shelf in there. The shelves are pretty wide. So I think I might order one more set here at some point because I want to be able to do... I ordered them so I could do 6 shelves. If I order one more, I think that'll get me 6 shelves with 4. Oh, and I think that'll be good. The other thing is shipping. I mean, these came...
Yeah, in 2 days? Huh?
2 days. It was so quick to get them here. We were shocked when UPS pulled up today. That was nice. Okay, so the last project I have to work on tonight is I did some bone broth yesterday. I need to heat it up and can it. This morning I canned 14 jars of chicken broth. And so then I continued to cook those bones down for another whole day and made this chicken bone broth. I'm in here doing my canning. I always keep it really simple. For this one I have over 7 quarts of broth in here. I'm only going to can 7 quarts of it. The rest I'm going to use to make probably a chicken soup tonight or something similar to that, some sort of soup with a chicken broth. So what I'm going to do is get these canned. I had brought this to a boil to get my jars warmed up. This was boiling. And now I just work right here on the stove when I'm doing this small of a batch. If I'm doing a double batch, I work on the counter behind me. Okay, so that's the last jar into the canner. I'm going to put the lid on. Alright, turn the burner on high and get this baby going. Once I've had steam coming out of here for about 10 minutes, I'll put the weight on it. And then once it hits 11 pounds of pressure, I will let it go for 25 minutes and then shut her down. So this is my last big project for the evening. I still have to do some small things like feed the cats. Good morning.
Today is...
Yeah, February 1st. It's very early. I have to run into town. We have to take one of our cats to the vet. We lost our ginger kitty to I believe it's a bacterial infection earlier this year, and we think he has the same thing. The problem with it is it's almost impossible to cure. I think our other cat, we had him on a 5-week round of antibiotics and it didn't even touch it. So we think he has the same thing, which is, probably not a good thing. The other thing is while I'm in town, I got to do errands. I got to do deliveries to members. So I'm going to do egg deliveries and onion delivery to 2 different members. And then we have, I'm going to stop at Goodwill. I got a bunch of stuff to drop off after cleaning out the garage yesterday. Get that out of the way. What are you going to work on today?
I don't know.
Oh, you haven't decided yet? Okay. Nice. Later today I need to just do some other errands. I got to pick up that soil, run to the bank. I got a lot of things. So I probably will be gone till noon. Can you handle breakfast?
No.
No? Can't feed yourself? Nice. All right, let's get this day going.
All right. Okay, macho.
All right, I got to come downstairs.
Don't worry, you will be okay. You will be okay, macho.
The nice thing about the mornings is the ground is frozen, so not muddy. So a couple of things I want to do. This is our germination room right here through this door. So I need to get this room cleaned out. I need to get this heater that's right here moved in there because we want to start running the heater. This room, if this door is shut, is not heated because there's no heat flowing in there. So we have to keep a heater in there. We try to keep this at around 70 degrees inside of there. So I'm going to do that. There's a bunch of cardboard and stuff in here needs to come out. And then I picked up some soil. Jose unloaded it from the car, but I want to put it in here so that it thaws. Sorry. I'm in the kitchen today making pet food. So it's a pretty easy process. We pulled out 6 birds about this size a couple days ago. So now they are mostly thawed. They're still a little bit frozen. It's very cold working on these guys. So we're going to do cat food first. And then I'll make up some dog food. Oh, and there's Jose. Oh, thank you. So for doing these, I remove the thighs first, the thighs and legs. And it's a pretty easy process if you know how to follow, in general, the lines of the muscles. So the thigh and the leg here. And then I'm just keeping a big bowl over here. The next thing, because we don't want too much bone in the meat, we need a good mix of non-bony meat. So you can either remove the bone from some of the thighs, or because these birds weren't for sale anyway, I'm going to use the breast meat. Then the carcass itself will go in the oven, and I will cook it for about 30 minutes to an hour in the oven, and then it will go into a pot to make broth. So we try not to waste anything here, and then any of the chicken left on the bones will get removed from the bones and sent to the chickens. All right, this is the last bird. This is just a small guy. All right, so now I'm going to use this big pan to put some of these carcasses in the oven. I'll probably do 2 or 3 at a time, depending on how big they are. They'll be in there for, I don't know, just depends, half hour, 45 minutes to an hour. This just helps give some flavor to your broth when you're doing broth. Really, the only thing left here are the wings, which have some meat on them, so I'll pull those out eventually. I'll pull the meat off and then throw the bones back in. There'll be some meat underneath here. I'm not sure what this muscle is, but it's my favorite. All right, then break out my extra big stock pot. This will be for the chicken carcasses when they come out of the oven. So one of the things I'm doing is I'm going to weigh the meat as I put it in here, and this will help tell me if I need to be adding, like how much organ meat I need to add. I use a calculator online for making cat food, and I will put a link down below for that if you're interested. Okay, so that's about 6 pounds of meat there, just shy of that. And it's a little over a third of the meat we have, so we're probably going to end up with about 18 pounds of meat approximately to go through the grinder. Now some of these thighs are going to be too big for this guy, so we may have to cut them down, but we're going to go ahead and give it a try. Okay, so now that this is, I know exactly how much is in here, so I'm going to pull this aside. I'm going to start a second bowl with a second round of thighs. Okay, so now I am adding 4 egg yolks to each of these. These are all about the same amount. And then we'll add all the other ingredients. So the taurine, I need 2,222 milligrams. So each scoop is 500 milligrams, so I need 4.5 scoops of this. Okay, so the last thing we do now is we put these into ice trays, and then each cat will get one of these a day. We'll start by slowly transitioning them. They have been on raw food before, so they know it. We know that they will eat it. The dogs will go into some muffin pans. And then they will get one of these a day for now. Eventually we'd like to be feeding more, but for now this is about what we'll do. This is probably the biggest pain in the butt part. This is only the second time we've made raw food for the cats and dogs. And I still have more to do to be prepared. I think the more you do something, the easier it gets, the better you learn. It gets a lot faster. Last time took me a long time. It was frustrating. This time it was a lot easier. I knew how to partition out the birds and how I wanted it done. I knew that I wanted to make broth, so it was easy to have all that ready to go. The other thing is, more you do something, the more educated you become. So the next time I'll have looked up some information, because we use other organs rather than just the heart and liver in here. Am I getting enough taurine that way, or do I need to be adding the taurine? And that's one thing I'm probably going to research between now and the next time I make this. If you've ever watched one of your barn cats eat a squirrel or a mouse, they generally eat it head first. At least ours does. He wants all the nutrients that are in the brain and in the upper body, so the upper body cavity. A lot of times our cat eats the head and the chest, and then we find the back end. So where the stomach would be and the intestines is oftentimes left uneaten for us to find, which is of course fabulous. Who doesn't love a half-eaten mouse?